Joining us live from New Orleans is NBC News correspondent Jay Gray. So, Jay, the Sugar Bowl was scheduled to be yesterday, postponed to today because of the attack. I know there have been some lawmakers who have suggested locally that it should be postponed even further. What's the latest there about the status of the game, the security situation, and just the mood in this city so celebratory on New Year's Eve and now in morning?
Right. I mean, Jonathan, this is a city that's really tied to Mardi Gras, which is a huge celebration here in the French Quarter with the Sugar Bowl that every year is such a huge and festive event. There is a pall over the city, as you would imagine. Let's start with the Sugar Bowl. That kickoff postponed until 4 this afternoon Eastern time. As you talked about, the Attorney General of the state has said she thinks it should be postponed at least another day. But the governor last night, trying to reassure many who are concerned about security, said that they have altered the security plan in the wake of this attack, that they have a much larger perimeter around the Superdome at this point, more officers, both federal as well as Louisiana State and local police, more bomb-sniffing dogs. He says that he will be there for the game and told people that he believes at kickoff this may be one of the safest places in the world. So he's trying to make sure everyone feels safe about this game. We've talked to some of the fans who are in town here, and obviously there's concern. There is a bit of mourning for those that were lost here, obviously, which has taken away a lot from what is a very big game in the scope of the college football playoff. But when it comes to what's happened here, you really realize how unimportant that game is at this point. Let's talk a little bit also about the investigation, centered not only here and still a very active investigation, Canal Street here along the edge of the French Quarter shut down. We're standing in the middle of the roadway here, but also at the suspect's home in Texas, where federal agents have carried out a search warrant, and at an Airbnb here in New Orleans, one that was the scene of a fire in the hours just before the attack, and that investigators believe may have been a spot where, along with possible accomplices, the suspect in this case, 42-year-old Samsudin Jabbar, constructed the explosive devices that were found not only inside his truck, his rental truck, but also in the French Quarter, those devices rendered safe. And again, that's going to be one of the key components here, trying to find out who else may be involved. We've also learned overnight that a lot of this investigation is really centered on and focusing on electronics that Jabbar owned, including a cell phone as well as a computer. So that's where the investigation stands at this point. And what officers are saying on the ground here is that this is an investigation that is really just in its beginning stages and could last quite some time.